Hi, and welcome to Psych 200 Principles of Psychology. I'm Dr. Jennifer Morey, and I'll be your instructor for this course. So, when you enrolled in this class, what did you think psychology was? I know when I tell people I'm a psychologist, I get a lot of different answers. Things like, are you able to tell my future? Can you read my mind right now? And that's not what psychology is, so I don't read minds, and neither will you after completing this course. The other thing I get a lot is that psychology is therapy. So you have someone laying down and reporting all of their thoughts and feelings while a therapist helps them to understand themselves. This is a part of psychology, but as you'll see through the semester, this is only one small part of psych. So people who are psychologists work in many different domains, many different areas, and not all of them do therapy. So I'm not a trained therapist. I've never done any therapy in my career, but I'm a psychologist. So you'll find that psychology is broad. So what is psychology then? If it's not mind reading, it's not only therapy. Psychology to a psychologist is the scientific study of behavior and mental processes. So psychologists believe that we can study behavior, the things that you actually do, and what's going on with your mind, your mental processes. And that we can study these things from a scientific perspective. So applying the same scientific method you would use in biology or physics, applying that to behavior. So I know one thing I did as an undergrad was go and watch people run traffic lights. So I was watching, it was for a research project one of my professors was doing, but I was watching the behavior of individuals who would approach a traffic light and then run it, run the red light to see if I could make out any characteristics that were important with them. What time of day was it? Were they wearing seatbelts or not? So I was looking at that behavior from a scientific perspective and trying to understand what I was observing and reporting that back to my professor. So about your instructor, who am I? It's always important, I think, to understand who's teaching you a course because that helps you to understand their background. So for me, I went to ODU as an undergraduate. That's where I did my training as an undergrad. Then I moved to West Virginia University for graduate school. And then I did a postdoc at UK. And a postdoc is a period where you do additional research after your PhD. So I did work on psychoneuroimmunology, which is on the brain, the immune system, and behavior. And after that, I came here to Thomas Nelson. I am really, really excited to teach this course and to be here with you all at Thomas Nelson. My research interests when I was doing a lot of research at West Virginia University and at UK were on emotions, especially positive emotions, as well as stress and health. So that's where my background is. That's some of what I find the most fascinating. Non-academic pursuits, I have 2 children. They do have faces. They're not stick figures, but that's what I spend a lot of time doing. As well as reading, I enjoy going on walks, cooking delicious meals, hopefully delicious. So that's who I am and kind of what I do. So this is my approach to this course and the general education requirements in general. It seems like I'm showing you a buffet, like, ooh, I love to go to buffets, but that's not the point for this, even though they are delicious many times. Kind of this approach is what you will get out of this class and out of a lot of your general education requirements or your electives. So you go up and you get this wide availability of knowledge that's available to you, and you take just a little bit at a time. So for many of you, this might be the only formal psychology training that you receive. So you'll take just one helping, eat it, and enjoy that one time, but then move on to other things. Some people, though, might take this little helping and say, this is what I want to do. I want to eat only this, and then go back and get more and more and more helpings. But I think psychology has a lot to give to both types of people who will take the scoop out of that meal. So I think that if this is your only psych course, I hope that it will benefit you. I think it will. There's a lot of interesting stuff in psychology that's relevant across the spectrum of careers. And if you do decide to keep eating that specific food, psych as the food, if you keep eating that, I think that you'll find it's a wonderful and interesting career path. So that's my approach to psych. So how do you reach me? So if you want to actually meet face-to-face, we can do that. I have an office in Hampton, and I also go to Williamsburg frequently. My phone number, email is listed. Email is my preferred, so you're able to get a hold of me quickly through email. Getting to know you, so I've spent a little time on myself and my own approach and thoughts. I would like to get to know you. So please do go to the discussion boards and fill out the student introductory post. I'm not going to read you the syllabus through video form. I think that would be horribly tedious, but I do want you to read the syllabus. Make sure that you understand what is required of you in this course. The syllabus truly is our roadmap, so I have tried to take that beautiful paintbrush and really map that road out and show you what we're going to do this semester. So it's really important that you review that, you understand the policies and procedures and everything listed there. Some important points though from the syllabus I want to bring up. You do need your textbook. So especially because this is an online class, you need to have that source of information available to you. So I would definitely recommend getting that book. I would definitely suggest as well that you print, if you don't print anything else for this class, print the last page of the syllabus, which is your schedule, and keep that close. Especially with online classes, you have to kind of self-motivate and be on top of what you're doing, because you don't have me reminding you every 5 minutes like, hey, did you do it? Did you do that one thing? So if you print the schedule and you keep that close, it's going to help you to remember what it is that you have due. The graded work for this course are going to include quizzes and exams. All of this will be administered through Blackboard, so you'll never have to come in face-to-face to complete any assessment. And, and activities. So the activities will be things like discussion boards or asking you to upload certain things, assignments that you may write, little written assignments or pictures or whatever it may be. So make sure that you kind of have the prerequisite computer skills to complete all of those functions. So make sure you understand how to attach a document, how to attach a photo, to write maybe in the assignment portal, to actually like type something in and submit it. So make sure you understand how to do all of that. If you're not sure how, Thomas Nelson provides a lot of training for those things, including an online distance learning training module that you can access. If you just Google it, it'll come up. So make sure you understand the computer skills and netiquette. So with netiquette, we're just talking about things like don't type in all caps, for everything. It looks like you're screaming at people, and to be kind and considerate. So no name calling, no inflammatory posts, things like that. It's important to share your thoughts and to share how you truly feel, but to do so in a respectful manner. An important thing from the syllabus too is to log on regularly. So this is not a course where you want to log on like every 2 weeks or something. You're going to miss stuff. We move at the same pace. So you want to log on regularly and make sure that you're keeping on top of your assignments and that you're being an active participant in the course. And make sure you have a functional Thomas Nelson email address. So when I email you announcements or anything I need to contact you, I'm going to use that Thomas Nelson address. And that's all. So we've talked about a little bit about what to expect from the course, but definitely read your syllabus to get more of that information, what to expect from me, and what psychology is. And we're going to really, really delve deeply into psychology in the rest of the semester. And that's all, folks.